Today we're talking about why are you feeling stuck in your life? Where you feel like at your age you should been already married, having kids, or maybe you should have a great job, or maybe you feel like you should have already earned a certain amount of money and it's not happening yet. So, how to overcome feeling stuck and being stuck, and how can to move forward fast so that in a couple years you feel like you 10x your results. So, I myself have been feeling stuck before, yeah, where I felt like everybody is ahead of me, but that was because I was doing what I thought I was supposed to be doing. I was kind of like doing every day the same thing, the same action. I was feeling every day the same feeling, and then I was kind of like stuck in this cycle, and I had the same results with money, with relationship, with everything. And the harder I tried, nothing changed. It felt like when you drive in a car, it felt like you just drive in a cycle, Like I never reached any destination. And it was really, really frustrating. And I thought, what am I doing wrong? And I wanted to like be faster, give more gas. And yet I knew if I speed up, I will just drive faster in a cycle. And that was very, very frustrating, as you can imagine. And only when I kind of learned what it really takes to have results in life, and you can literally apply this to all life areas, to dating and relationships, to money, to health, um, looking good, having a good body, weight loss. So I learned that there are multiple pillars for you to stop being stuck and actually go to your results. The first pillar is the right knowledge. Yeah, so just like you need the right knowledge for your career, right? You've studied whatever career you have. Let's say you are a dentist, so you have to have the right knowledge, or you need to know how to date. Most of you think that you should know it just because you are alive, but no, actually, if you haven't had the perfect parents who modeled everything for your need. And even then, if you had the perfect parents, you still need to learn dating skills, relationship skills from the perspective of a woman, but also from the perspective of a man for you to successfully date and successfully have a relationship. Just like cooking, you need the right knowledge. What are the ingredients? And this is the first pillar. And even though I used to learn so much about relationships, about business, about money, and I still didn't have results. And I was like, okay, what else am I doing wrong? Okay, what else am I doing wrong? And then there was the embodiment part. The embodiment part, I like to call it, is the part that it's like your GPS. It's like you take Google Maps and then you want to drive to a certain place. It's like the GPS that will show you the way. So you stop driving in a cycle. And the thing is that most of us, we have one primary emotion. So for me, with money, it used to be fear. I associated money with fear. Yeah, so basically I associated money with fear. So every time I spent something in the supermarket, I felt like this really scary feeling in my stomach. I felt like there's just not enough money. I felt like I can't buy myself anything. I always have to save, and there's just never enough money. And those beliefs and those emotions kind of like kept me stuck in a cycle of there's not enough money. Okay, so my destination was set towards not enough money. So I really had to work on that. And That is why most of my clients are attracting wealth, attracting dream relationships so fast, because I'm not only giving you the tools how to do those things, but I'm also helping you with the embodiment. Okay, one other example is that, like, I had a client, she was doing everything right. She wanted to lose weight. Okay, she did everything right. She was eating well, she was going to the gym, she even had a fitness trainer, and yet she couldn't lose the weight. She could not lose the weight because her embodiment, her identity, was the identity of a woman or a person that was disgusting. She told me, how I was like, how do you feel about yourself? I feel like I'm disgusting. I feel like I'm fat, ugly, and disgusting. And I'm like, how in the world are you going to reach being sexy, beautiful, attracting, magnetic for a man? It could be, handsome, having this nice body. How will you reach that with that embodiment? Your embodiment, it's a perfect match for being, I mean, I wouldn't call any human in this world disgusting, but this is how she felt. Um, right? The same thing happens in relationships. My embodiment, even though at some point I learned all of the skills for relationship, but my embodiment used to be um, also fear and pain in relationships, like fear, pain, and fear to be abandoned, fear to be mistreated, fear, and just like it was just very negative, basically. And I kept attracting those type of men, those type of relationships, not only men, but also relationships in real life. And I really had to change that embodiment as well, to change that into peace, safety, love. And this process is not easy. It takes it takes lots of practice. It takes lots of accountability. Like a lot of times when I talk to my clients, I can point out, hey, you're back into the wrong embodiment. Like that's not, no matter what kind of perfect action you take, you can eat the right thing, go to the gym, you can have the perfect business model, you can have the dating tools, which knowledge is important. It won't help you when the embodiment is off. Yeah, so it's really in all life areas. So I want you to think about it, like when you are feeling stuck, when you are feeling like everything is just repeating, you keep earning the same amount of money, you're not moving forward, you still didn't buy a house, or you still didn't buy your dream car, you still don't have your dream relationship and body, it is because those things are repeating and repeating and repeating. And why am I even giving you this knowledge here for free? Because first of all, I want you to implement it, but secondly, it's really not easy. It takes lots of self-awareness to even spot it, that you are kind of off. It's like the radio is off. It takes lots of self-awareness, and even I, although I've practiced that for over a decade, I still have coaches to help me spot that my embodiment, my GPS is off, right? So let me give you an example. One of my clients, he asked, should I, like, it was like a business next step. Should I do this for my business? Should I do my website? Or should I do this? Or should I do this? What is the next step for my business? And I knew no matter what he's gonna do, it's not going to be ending well, because the embodiment is off. Like, he was acting out of fear, out of confusion, out of fear of missing out, anxiety, and I already knew it's not gonna help him at all. Yeah, so we came back to the embodiment. What is the vision of this company? Wealth, abundance. Let's go back to that. And then we're gonna use proper business knowledge and steps to go to the next level. So again, proper knowledge, proper education is of course amazing. However, there's a reason why most people are stuck, and I'm telling you that reason is because of the embodiment. And most of us, we don't even realize we are there, because it's like it feels like being in the woods. There are like lots of trees, and you just don't know in which direction to go. And actually, it feels even like it's just such a big urge to act on it. For example, I remember when I used to feel fear of not having enough money. I immediately wanted to act on it. I wanted to not spend any money for things that I needed, or I didn't even see any sense of running a business because there was not enough money. So I thought subconsciously, okay, no one will anyways buy from me. So you see how it all sabotage, right? Same in relationships. When the embodiment, when the destination, like the GPS, kind of like internal GPS is off, you are going to keep having the pattern. That is why your relationship pattern, your dating partner keep repeating and repeating and repeating. And then there are also many coaches who tell you, oh, you just have to be brave, you just have to, like, change things up. And it is true, it does take bravery, because it takes first of all awareness, which I'm here to help you. When you work with me, I can immediately spot, okay, what's the embodiment? Let's change the GPS and then take action so that you can reach your destination 10 times, 100 times faster. And the second point is that you have to convince your subconscious and body that it's even a safe place. And I know it might sound silly, but when we have this new approach, it will feel scary for no logical reason. So I remember I myself, when I started going out with men who would treat me with love, I myself felt weird. And it's just like, that's just weird. Okay. Or when I was trying to allow myself to earn more money, to receive more money, it just felt weird and uncomfortable and scary. And thank God I had the constant reassurance from a coach to see that, okay, this is not a bad thing. It is just a resistance, right? And just like with my client, who she was like, okay, I want to implement already now the embodiment that I get to look beautiful, I get to look sexy, but there was just so much resistance in her. It's like, I just cannot do it. That resistance is real. For some people, it's scary. For some people, it's just uncomfortable. Yeah, it is real. So you also need someone who will hold you through that resistance when you want to expand your life, you want to go to the next level. And you know what? If you don't want to, that's fine too. Most people just stay where they are and they keep staying where they are, and your life is okay. You go by, you have enough money for food. Maybe you can never buy your dream car, but whatever. If this is what you want, that's fine with me. But if you want to expand your life and you don't know how, this is how. Okay? You need strategy, you need the right embodiment, and you need someone who holds you accountable with the expansion. Because it will feel weird in the beginning. It's just like when you move houses. Have you ever moved a house or an apartment? You packed all of your stuff, and then maybe for a day or two, you didn't have a set up house or an apartment. All of your stuff has been in boxes, and then you come to the next apartment, and then you feel like this is just so uncomfortable. Like everything is messy. I remember when I moved apartments, like all the boxes are lying around, everything is messy. Like, is this really good for me? Maybe I should go back to my old apartment and unpack everything. Like, we are not gonna do this in real life in apartments, right? But we do this with money, with health, with your looks, with relationships. We feel like, okay, everything is parked now. My old reality, my old identity is parked. And now I'm in this new apartment. It's messy. I'm not sure if I like it. Let's go back. Yeah, that's what we do. So you need the awareness where you are, the awareness and accountability that you keep going, although it feels new, it feels not fully comfortable because it's not the comfort zone yet. For it to be the comfort zone, we have to go a bit further and unpack all of the stuff, all of the boxes, and have a new cozy home. Only then you have a new pattern, a new reality. And if you desire my support in this, if you desire my support in expanding your life, make sure to reach out for a free love audit call. Okay, I'll put the link in the description box. You can also send me an email. Maybe that's easier. Tell me what exactly the topics you want to work on and tell me how I can help you with. Okay, so one last thing that I wanted to share is that when you are expanding, when you are expanding, it gets to be fun. It doesn't get to be horrible. And that's why I don't really believe in, I mean, you can go this route if you want to, but I personally don't like a way of expansion where you just like only rely on your discipline, where you only rely on like, okay, I just do it, I just do it, I just go to the gym, I just work on my business, I just go on dates. Because if the embodiment, if the first of all it's just not comfortable, and secondly, if the embodiment is off, you are not going to have the results soon. And I love fast results. And I love fast results for you. I'm obsessed with your expansion. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you ever felt stuck, if you felt like you need to move to the next level faster and you feel like I'm I'm already, I don't know, 35, 45, 55, 65, and I wanted my life to look different. I wanted to have been in a better place. Let me know in the comments what are the topics that interest you. And again, if you desire one-on-one support, reach out. You either can reach out for a love audit call or you can also send me an email with whatever is going in your life. So thank you so much for watching and I see you in the next one. And don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe.